touch, yeah, the aura so clean. Amber out, vanilla in the air like a dream. Citrus in the summer, spice when it's cold. Masterpiece touch, let the story unfold. From the first spray, yeah, setting the tone. Confidence high when you step in the zone. Luxury scents got the fellas on game. Put them on right, now they know the name. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay and fly. Got that scent, make them turn their head. One spray, now the room stay blessed. Masterpiece, we keep it so smooth. Chillin' in the vibe while the countdown moves. I got the juice, yeah, you know what's next. 10 more minutes till we get in the flex. Fresh out the box, let me break this down. Silic's too strong, got 'em lost in the sound. Longevity game, we don't fade too quick. Layer up right, now your aura stay lit. Date night drip, got that smooth embrace. Office day scent, keep it cool, no chase. Every note got a story to tell. Masterpiece touch, yeah, we do it so. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay and fly. Got that scent, make 'em turn their head. One spray, now the room stay blessed. Masterpiece, we keep it so smooth. Chillin' in the vibe while the countdown moves. I got the juice, yeah, you know what's next. 10 more minutes till we get in the flex. Y'all know what time it is. We about to get live, ride the masterpiece. Bringing fragrance to life, stay fresh, stay bold. Yeah, the countdown set. It's masterpiece time, we ain't done yet. Let's talk vibes. Masterpiece in the air, yeah, you know we stay fly. Got the masterpiece, got the fragrance on lock. From the top to the base, yeah, we smellin' non-stop. Drip too fresh, yeah, the aura's so clean. Amber out, vanilla in the air like a dream. Citrus in the summer, spice when it's cold. Masterpiece touch, let the story unfold. From the first spray, yeah, setting the tone. Confidence high when you step in the zone. Luxury scents got the fellas on game. Put 'em on right, now they know the name. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay and fly. Got that scent, make 'em turn their head. One spray, now the room stay blessed. Masterpiece, we keep it so smooth. Chillin' in the vibe while the countdown moves. Rock got the juice, yeah, you know what's next. 10 more minutes till we get on the flex. Fresh out the box, let me break this down. Still too strong, got 'em lost in the sound. Longevity game, we don't fade too quick. Layer up right, now your aura stay lit. Date night drip, got that smooth embrace. Office day scent, keep it cool, no chase. Every note got a story to tell. Masterpiece touch, yeah, we do it so well. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay and fly. Got that scent, turn their head. One spray, now the room stay blessed. Masterpiece, we keep it so smooth. Chillin' in the vibe while the countdown moves. Rock got the juice, yeah, you know what's next. 10 more minutes till we get in the flex.
Y'all know what time it is. We about to get live, ride the masterpiece, bringing
Fragrance to life.
stay fresh, stay bold, yeah, the countdown set.
It's masterpiece time, we ain't done yet. Y'all know what time it is. We about to get live.
Ride the masterpiece, bringing fragrance to life.
Stay fresh, stay bold, yeah, the countdown set.
It's masterpiece time, we ain't done yet.
Masterpiece in the air, yeah, you know we stay fly. Ride the masterpiece. Got the fragrance on lock from the top to the base, yeah, we smellin' non-stop. Drip too fresh, yeah, the aura so clean. Amber out vanilla in the air like a dream. Citrus in the summer, spice when it's cold. Masterpiece touch, let the story unfold. From the first spray, yeah, it's setting the tone. Confidence high when you step in the zone. Luxury scents got the fellas on game. Put 'em on right now, they know the name. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay in flight. Got that scent, make 'em turn they head. One spray, now the room stay blessed. Masterpiece, we keep it so smooth. Chillin' in the vibe while the countdown moves. Rod got the juice, yeah, you know what's next. 10 more minutes till we get in the flex. Fresh out the box, let me break this down. Sylogist too strong, got 'em lost in the sound. Longevity game, we don't fade too quick. Layer up right now, your aura stay lit. Date night drip, got that smooth embrace. Office day scent, keep it cool, no chase. Every note got a story to tell. Masterpiece touch, yeah, we do it so well. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay in flight. Got that scent, make 'em turn they head. One spray, now the room stay blessed. Masterpiece, we keep it so smooth. Chillin' in the vibe while the countdown moves. Rod got the juice, yeah, you know what's next. 10 more minutes till we get in the flex. Y'all know what time it is. We about to get live. Rod the masterpiece, bringing fragrance to life. Stay fresh, stay bold, yeah, the countdown set. It's masterpiece time, we ain't done yet. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay in flight. Got that scent, make 'em turn they head. One spray, now the room stay blessed. Masterpiece, we keep it so smooth. Chillin' in the vibe while the countdown moves. Rod got the juice, yeah, you know what's next. 10 more minutes till we get in the flex. Y'all know what time it is. We about to get live. Rod the masterpiece, bringing fragrance to life. Stay fresh, stay bold, yeah, the countdown set. It's masterpiece time, we ain't done yet. Let's talk sense, let's talk vibes. Masterpiece in the air, yeah, you know we stay fly. Got the masterpiece, got the fragrance on lock. From the top to the base, yeah, we smellin' non-stop. Drip too fresh, yeah, the aura's so clean. Amber out vanilla in the air like a dream. Citrus in the summer, spice when it's cold. Masterpiece touch, let the story unfold. From the first spray, yeah, it's setting the tone. Confidence high when you step in the zone. Luxury scents got the fellas on game. Put 'em on right now, they know the name. Masterpiece, we elevate the vibe. From the top to the base, yeah, we stay in flight. Got that scent, make 'em turn they head.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Masterpiece Fragrance Reviews. I am your boy, Rod, aka The Masterpiece. Listen, if you would, go ahead and let me know where you are watching from and what is your scent of the day. Let me know because I want to know what it is you're rocking. All right. So listen up, fellas. Valentine's Day is coming up and it's coming up fast, right? So that means romantic dinners, candlelit settings, and moments where you need to make a lasting impression. And what's one thing that can make or break that impression before you even open your mouth? What is it? That's right. It's your scent. Remember, one bad spray, and you could smell like grandpa's dusty cologne, a teenage body spray overdose, or straight up burnt rubber. That's not what we want. Remember, the right scent makes her lean in. The wrong one makes her check her phone for an escape plan. I mean, you don't want to be that guy when you're talking to her and you putting in all the work and she's on her phone. What she's doing is making plans to get away from you. But tonight, don't worry, tonight I'm breaking down the best and worst colognes for date night using some of the best fragrance houses in the world. I'm talking Parfums de Marley, Initio, Creed, Chanel, Clive Christian, Louis Vuitton, Bond number 9, only the top tier players. So you want to make sure you buckle up because I'm about to save y'all from a nightmare. All right. So if you just now tuning in, man, let me know where you're watching from and let me know your scent of the day. Um, because we are about to get lit. Y'all ready? So let's get started with give me one second. Let's get started with our I got this new program I'm using and it's a little weird. So give me one second. All right. So we're gonna start with some of the best date night fragrances. All right. So once again, also, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to stick around because at the end of the show or at the end of this, I'm going to be revealing 3 fragrances, red flags that tell me everything I need to know about a guy. That's right. One of these is gonna make some of y'all mad, but I gotta keep it real. If you're wearing one of these fragrances, I know exactly what type of guy you are. Y'all don't want to be that guy. I'm telling you. But some of y'all already guilty. You know what? But that's okay because we're going to change it after tonight, right? We're going to change it after tonight. So stick around because at the end, I'm going to reveal those 3 red flags that you might be wearing and you don't want to be wearing if you are. All right. So let's start with some heavy hitters. Is that all right? Can we start with some heavy hitters? And once again, if you tune in, let me know where you're watching from. All right. So we're gonna start with some heavy hitters, and we're gonna start with the romantic, seductive gentleman. So if you guys are just coming on, Valentine's Day is literally this week, I believe. I think it's what is it, Friday, Saturday? So it's important if you're going to be going on a first date or you're trying to swoo that young lady, you're trying to swoo her. It's important that obviously your game is up to par, but we want to make sure your scent game is even better, right? So we're going to start off with the romantic. These are some different types of fragrances that's going to be perfect for your date night. All right, so we're going to start off with the romantic, and we're going to start off with number 1. Number 1 is Parfums de Marley Leighton. One of the things I like about Leighton, it has that those notes, the apple, it has vanilla, it has some cardamom, spice, and it's warm and it's inviting. So think think anything that's going to be sweet. That's going to always make her want to lean in, especially if it's going to be a close encounter type date. But even if it's just you're going out on a first date and you don't want to go overboard, but you also don't want to be lame. Well, something Leighton will not disappoint you guys. Leighton will not disappoint you. What's going on, my man? Peace Scott Jersey in the building. Good to see you, my brother. So we have Parfums de Marley Leighton. Now, the second one, I would definitely go with from the house of Initio, Side Effect. Here's the thing about Initio Side Effect. If you guys smelled it, then you will know that rum, man, and the tobacco. Anytime you get rum and tobacco, it's always more than likely going to be a deadly combination. And I mean in a good way. But on top of that, you got that vanilla, and then it gives this deep, mysterious, kind of like intoxicating vibe. So once again, remember, the whole goal is to make her kind of lean in and kind of like, okay, you got my attention. That's what it's about. That's what you want to do. You want to catch her attention. So if you haven't tried Initio side effect, that rum and that tobacco definitely is going to be a winner. Now, this is for the romantic, the seductive. You're trying to seduce her. Okay. And then there's Creed Royal Oud. Man, that's just still one of the kings. It has that wood. So if you like woody type fragrances, this Creed Royal Oud would definitely be one. You have incense, you have citrus. It's sophisticated with kind of like a seductive edge. It makes one thing about these colognes, they're going to pull her in without being aggressive. Let your scent do the talking sometimes. Sometimes you don't have to say much, right? So if you're taking her to a fancy restaurant, or you want something smooth, you want something elegant and a little mysterious. This is one of the things I like about Leighton. Leighton has that rich apple and spice that's both clean and sexy. And then Side Effect, that's the fragrance that gets whispered compliments. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you haven't tried Side Effect, because if you want those compliments like me, when I wear cologne, I ain't gonna lie, I love to get looks. I love to get compliments. That makes, to me, it secures me paying all this money for these fragrances, which I don't mind, but it's kind of like, okay, I've caught your attention. And I get it all the time. Sometimes some people come to me and say, what are you wearing? Like, excuse me, you smell very nice. Okay, that's what we want. So imagine if it's a date, you know what I'm saying? Not only, you looking the part, you handling your business, but you smelling the part. So now those messages in her phone is like, girl, he smells so good. That's what we want, right? That Side Effect, man. That's that. I mean, it's warm, it's boozy, and undeniably, it's masculine. So men, gentlemen, you still, keeping your masculinity, but also being sweet at the same time. No Diddy. I mean, imagine you're at a candlelit dinner. It's a deep conversation. And then she leaned in closer trying to be slick, right? Well, what you say? Now she knows what she doing. You smell good, and she's trying to get a good whiff of it, right? She's intrigued. She's inhaling your scent, without even realizing, or she know what she's doing, and she's just trying to play it off. But that's the power of these fragrances, definitely. So let me ask you guys. So if you're at a dinner, what is some of your go-to? What's some of your go-to date fragrances? Drop it in the chat. I'm curious to know, what are some of your go-to date fragrances. Also, if you guys have tried Leighton and or Side Effect, who takes the crown? Like what do you think? Who has the best scent? Leighton or Side Effect? And I will say this, it's weird. A lot of people sleep on Side Effect. I don't know why. Side Effect is just, man, I think Initio, the House of Initio, just a lot of its fragrances they kind of create that mysterious type, scent, but they're powerful. For instance, this isn't one that, I'm recommending, but Initio Bless Baraka. Oh man, that's another one. I'm telling you, don't sleep on. A lot of people think Initio, they think, oh, oud for greatness. No, they have a lot more heavy hitters, right? But definitely for the date night, yeah, we definitely want to go with Leighton or Side Effect. If you haven't tried any of them, you won't be disappointed. I promise you won't. Because the whole goal is to get her, to keep her, obviously to keep her attention, but we want to keep her attention with smell too. My wife still tells me to this day, she remembers the exact cologne that I wore when we first went on our first date. So, every now and then I'll spray it. Like tonight, I sprayed something, and she's like, well, what are you wearing? Well, it's, what it is. And she was very excited about that. So Definitely. Sense, like I say, man, sense create memories. And we want, you met what they say, first impression is the last. Well, it's true. We want our first impression, scent wise, we want it to be something that she will remember. All right. So let's move on to number two. This is for the person who is fresh. He's, the clean gentleman, right? Um, so once again, if you guys are just joining, stick around because I'm going to be revealing 3 red flag fragrances that you don't want to be wearing. And some of y'all probably got them. But I'm going to talk about them. So you want to stick around and make sure you're not on that list, right? So moving on to number 2, this is the fresh, clean gentleman. Okay. In other words, these are going to be for casual dates, first impressions, and daytime romance. All right. I mean, you can't go wrong. I'm not a fan of it. I said this last week on here on the podcast. I am not a fan of it, but people love it. The women love it. It's a fresh, citrusy type. It's Louis Vuitton imagination. To me, I said this last week. It smells like a high end soap, right? It doesn't do it for me. When you first smell it, it's like okay, but after a while, all I keep smelling is soap, and I don't like the smell of soap. Not wearing it, right? But anyways, Louis Vuitton imagination is definitely, it's fresh, it's citrusy, it has some tea, it has some ginger, and it smells expensive. I mean, it's Louis Vuitton, but it's effortless. So if you want something that smells expensive but it's gonna be effortless, then it's definitely Louis Vuitton. I mean, I can't, you can't go wrong with Louis Vuitton. And even though I don't care about it, but a lot of people love it. A lot of women love it too. I mean, I have some, and when I wear it, people be, oh, what is that? I'm like, y'all really like this stuff. Like it's my man say Bond number 9. No man, that's a good one. It is. And it's funny you say Bond number 9 because my second fragrance, I would actually, we're going to say from the house of Bond, it is Ches Bond. So if you guys haven't smelled Ches Bond, it is nice. It has that tea, it has that citrus smell and those green notes. So you're going to get the freshness and it's refined. So once again, this is just for, if you're on a casual date, first impression, you don't want to come off too strong. Don't put on nothing crazy. It's a daytime romance. Hey, let's go meet up for lunch. All right, cool. These are the colognes you wear for, hey, I'm breaking, like the icebreaker. This is an icebreaker. I don't want nothing too strong, right? All right. The third one definitely would be from the house of Chanel, Allure Home Sport. I mean, it's safe. Allure Home is safe. It's not going to overpower you. It's bright. It has citrus. It has musk. And once again, if you like woody, it definitely have a little bit of that wood smell. It's clean, it's energetic, and it's modern. I will still say this is more so for the younger, the younger young man who maybe have a date and but for us seasoned men, I wouldn't really go with Allure Home Sport unless it's just like, maybe a group date. But if I'm trying to impress, even if it is, a daytime date, lunch date, I'm not going to go with this, but it's safe. It is definitely safe, right? It is definitely safe. Uh, let me see. My man say Thomas Cosmolio number 4. That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. I definitely like Baby Cat. Baby Cat is nice. Baby Cat is fresh and it's safe. So yeah, definitely Louis Vuitton, Imagination, Bond number 9, Ches Bond, Chanel Allure Home Sport. That's definitely really safe, but more of a group date type thing. So, if you are gonna go on a date and maybe it's you, some fellas, and it's the girl you trying to hang out, you really have your eyes on and her girlfriend, well, then that'd be Allure Home would definitely be more for that occasion, right? But let's just say, hey, it's a Valentine, I can't talk. Your Valentine Day plans aren't some big fancy dinner. And maybe you just keeping it chill. Well, a rooftop date or cocktail, then you don't want something too heavy. You want to smell effortlessly clean, like a man who naturally smells amazing. And that's the one thing I'll give Louis Vuitton. It's like you just came out the shower. You naturally smell amazing. And women, they love fresh smells, right? So let me ask you guys this: who you got? Do you have Louis Vuitton Imagination or Chanel Allure Sport? Who you think wins? I mean, we know who's more popular, but scent wise, who you got? Who you got? Let me know. So let's move on to our next discussion. So we got the romantic gentleman. We have the chill type, first impression type. Now we have, let me find it. There we go. This is me. We have the bold statement maker for high energy, your club nights, and just downright, you're a confident man. Now, this is more so for your seasoned man. You know what I'm saying? You know what you want. You ain't playing no games. And more than likely, the woman you're chasing or trying to impress, she too knows what she wants. In other words, she want a man, not a little boy. All right. So it's time to put the kids to sleep. So for these, you're trying to make a statement. You know what you want, right? And once again, staying in the house of Initio, I would go with Rehab. If you guys haven't smelled Rehab, I'm telling you, man, the house of Initio is just, oh my gosh. Rehab is sweet. It's that sweet lavender. It's kind of woody and it has smooth vanilla. Mm-mm-mm. It's intoxicatingly addictive. Period. We're going to leave it right. Period. Rehab is addictive. It's so sweet to where if you are, if you hugged up on her or she hugged up on you, she's going to want to stay there. That's just how sweet it smells. And number two would be the king of all fragrances. People hate on it all you want to, but every time I put it on, I get compliments. And that is Creed Aventus. I don't care what you say. I know a lot of people try to mimic it. A lot of people have mimicked it. At the end of the day, there can only be one Aventus, right? That's like Michael Jordan. There's only one GOAT. People can get close. I was a Kobe Bryant fan, but Kobe wasn't Michael. LeBron's not Michael. There is only one GOAT, and it's Aventus. Aventus, that pineapple, the birch, the musk, it is legendary for a reason. If you want to make big boss moves, you wear Creed Aventus, period. So if you have, and a big boss move is I'm trying to win her over. I'm wearing Creed Aventus, hands down. The third one is Bond number 9. I got this one and I love it. It is Bleecker Street. Woo, woo. Now, guys, if you like fruit smells, this is it. It has that fruity smell. It has earthy. It's smooth. It's unique, and it's attention grabber. I mean, it is an attention grabber. Just like all of the Bond fragrances, man, they're going to last. They're going to give you 8 hours plus longevity, and the projection. Yeah, the projection is superb, right? Now some of y'all, want to turn heads immediately. If you're going to go out to a lounge or a high-end rooftop spot or Valentine's date night that might just get wild, you're going to need something that makes a statement. Gentlemen, Initio Rehab, Creed Aventus, Bond number 9, Bleecker Street, they're going to make statements. And there are some others out there, but I'm just naming the 3 that can really get you. I'm talking about heads turning, and she gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I like this guy. He smell like this. Oh yeah, right." So imagine this. I mean, you're walking into a spot, and within 30 seconds, I'm serious, 30 seconds, you catch someone's attention. Why? Because because you smell different. It's just a different type of smell. It's not basic. It's not forgettable, but high class, bold, and confident. So who's rocked the Ventus? I'm sure some of y'all have rocked the Ventus. Is it overhyped or is it still elite? I mean, is it? I mean, at the end of the day, it's still gonna cost you a good penny, you know. And I get it. I get it. A lot of people talk about it. You definitely see all kind of dupes, but is it still worth it? I mean, is it still elite? If you guys have tried Initio Rehab, would you put it up against Aventus? Who wins in a confidence battle? I'm curious to know. You know, what do y'all think if you've worn this, right? So so those are some good colognes that I think, or some good fragrances that I think will really help you out for picking, you know, for a first date or trying to make an impression. I think these fragrances will definitely help you out. Now, we talked about the good, we got to talk about the bad, right? And some worst date night fragrances. That's important because we want to stay away from the bad. We don't want you know, to wear a fragrance. Man, nothing worse than wearing a fragrance. You know, you looking good, you dressed, you know, I mean, you're so sharp. If I touch you, I might get cut. And then all of a sudden you're wearing a fragrance that she's like, oh gosh, like, oh my gosh, you stink. We don't want that. Yeah, because there are fragrances that make you stink too, right? And also, guys, look, stick around because I'm going to be revealing 3 fragrances that are red flags that you do not want to wear. All right. So you want to make sure you're not wearing these fragrances. All right. So we're going to start off with, I would say, man, a lot of guys are guilty of this. Too strong, too sweet. That's just like eating fruit, or not fruit, but like a cake. Okay. You know, I like eating cakes. I don't have a sweet tooth, but you know, I do, or sweet tea, or Kool-Aid. I'm from the South, you know. So there is a thing, there's such a thing of too sweet, right? Have you ever had something that was just too sweet to where it was just it was horrible? Well, fragrances can be the same way. You do not want to have something that's too sweet or too strong. And these are some of the fragrances you want to avoid. Versace Eros. Oh my God. Gentlemen, please do not wear Versace Eros if you're trying to impress a woman on a first date. You will, I'm telling you, you will be disappointed. She won't be interested. She's going to say, okay, whatever you're wearing, you're trying too hard because it's too synthetic, it's too sweet, and it's too loud. I don't care what nobody say, oh, Versace Eros, Versace Eros. Do not wear Versace Eros for a first date. I'm telling you, you have been warned. So if you're young, don't wear Versace Eros on a first date. It's going to choke her. Okay. Do not wear Clive Christian X on a first date. It's overcomplicated. It's musky. It's too musky. She's going to think you musky. And it's not universally appealing. That's right. Oh, but Rod, I spent $550 on my Clive Christian. Well, you don't wear it on a first date because I could go get you something that only cost me $125 and will make her be like, oh my gosh, I got to have a second date. That $500 cologne you just spent on that Clive Christian is going to make her say, oh no, I'm never going on another date with him again. He stinks. And that's not what we want because in reality, you really don't stink, but the cologne has made you stink. I ain't say stink, stank. Listen, if your cologne is choking people out before you even sit down, you're doing too much, period. You are doing too much. And you see this so many times, people just putting all this cologne on. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're a rookie. I got to smell good. I got to make sure they smell me before I get to the door. They gonna close the door before you walk in because it's too much. Nobody want to sit next to somebody. I like if I'm on a plane. I don't want to sit next to you and all I smell is, oh my gosh, the wrong fragrance. You're just, I'm like, oh my gosh, man, this is bad. So no woman wants to sit next to you and you're trying to woo her over. She'd be like, a second date for what? To go through this again? Oh no, no, I'm good. So you don't want to be doing too much. Don't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? You want to impress her, not make her head hurt. Nothing worse than her going and saying, "Girl, let me tell you, I went on this date with so and so, and it was bad. Like he was very attractive. You know, he drove a nice car. Not saying she's materialistic, but come on, nobody want to. I mean, I get it. If she like you, she'll love you and your hoopty. But I'm just saying, we all come on now. This is for the man who got his stuff together. You know what I'm saying? She could be like, "Oh, girl, he was in a nice whip, but whatever he had on was just too strong." That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Not on the first date. Not on the first date. We don't want something too strong, right? So those are definitely some of the scents you definitely want to avoid. Please, please, please don't wear anything that's too strong. Remember, subtle is always best, right? Subtle is always best. You don't want to do something that's going to choke her out or something that's going to make her lose interest. We don't want that. You know, we want her to be able to say, when you call her or text her, like, "Hey, so what are you doing next week or next weekend or whatever?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm free." That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? And then, you up your game, you up your cologne game. There's some stuff that I have that my wife, she's like, "That's too strong." And I'm like, "Well, dang, I like it." You know what I'm saying? But that's just too strong. Well, I why do I want to go on a date with my wife and she's like, "That's just too strong." Well, I have to do something more subtle, right? Now, if I'm going out with the boys, the fellas or something, or I'm by myself and we're going out, well, I can kind of get away with maybe 1 to 2 sprays of whatever I want to wear. But if she don't like it, well, time to regroup, right? Time to do something else. So, man, I mean, so guys, tell me what you think. So tell me what you guys think. What colognes you've worn that got zero reaction? It's okay. You can be honest. I mean, I'd like to hear it because at the end of the day, it probably was a learning experience, right? You spent all this money, or you're in the cologne lovers group, or you're in some group on Facebook, and you've just seen somebody say certain cologne was good. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, bro. You got to try this cologne. Man, this cologne is gas, bro. I got this, and it gave me all kind of compliments. So you're like, okay. You blind buy, you go get it. You spend $300-$400 on a cologne that you never smelt, which I wouldn't do, but that's y'all. Hey, and now you get it and it's just totally either horrible or it's just too strong. It's too strong. Now you're like, well, dang. So let's be honest. What's a cologne that you've worn that got zero reaction? I'm curious to hear it. And also next week, I'll be talking about the biggest fragrance scams out there, overpriced brands, fragrances that aren't worth the hype, and colognes that are charging ridiculous price for no reason. So this is important. You want to be careful with, I don't blind buy unless I don't, I don't. I'm always do research because I'm gonna know. I like sweet and bold. That's me. I'm a sweet and bold person. So I know the basic keynotes that I need in any fragrance that I'm looking for. If you are aquatic, well, you those are type of notes you need to know. Scents have. Look up the notes. Let's look up the notes. Aquatic. It has woody. If you like woody, okay, these have woody notes. If you like citrusy, okay, that way you have an idea of what you like. If you got something that has rum, tobacco or leather, and you're more of a aquatic, you probably ain't gonna like that scent, right? So just some researching. That's all it takes. A little bit of researching so you won't be caught off guard with your next fragrance. So listen, I told you guys that if you stick around, I was going to reveal some fragrances that are red flags that you want to avoid, right? Now, I know some of y'all are probably saying, "Oh, well, don't say none of my fragrance because I love this fragrance." That's fine. I'm still gonna tell you it's a red flag if you're wearing it, right? Let's talk about it. Some of you walking around thinking you smell amazing, but you actually are screaming red flags to women, and you wondering why you can't get a date. man, why I ain't got no date, man? Nobody want to be with me, because she probably think you stink. And it's not your body odor, it's your fragrance that she's probably like, boy, you stink. Or, and watch this, some scents create, it triggers, emotional feelings where a woman can smell you and be like, oh no, you smell like this type of person. That's what we don't want. So fragrance red flag number one. Oh gosh, it's the club bro scent overdose. What do I mean? These fragrances that make you look like you just left the club at 2 a.m. That ain't good. And you supposed to have your stuff together. Versace Arrows. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I hear it all the time. People love, oh, I love Versace Arrows, Versace Arrows, Versace Arrows. Yeah, if you're in high school, I said it. Yeah, if you're in high school, Versace Arrows. It's sweet overload. It's too sweet. It's synthetic. It just don't even smell authentic. It screams, I'm young and I'm immature. I mean, hey, it's something I would probably wear back in the day when I was in high school. We're going on the door, knocking on the doors and running. Y'all probably did that too. But anyway, I mean, it smells, at least it smells good, but it ain't, I got my stuff together. You see what I'm saying? Number two is Paco Rabanne 1 million. Oh, that's another one. People are like, yo, wait a minute, Rod, man, I got that in my collection, bro. It smells like bubblegum. It's too playful. Honestly, I'm a player. Those are the kind of vibes you get. I'm a player. And that's how she goes. I'm like, he a player. I'm serious, y'all. Women be thinking like that. They'll get around and gosh, don't let them be around that little fat friend that they have. They'll be around that little fat friend who always hating. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She be hating like, oh, girl, he is a player, girl. Why she chewing gum and ain't got no man, right? But the girl who you're interested in, she gonna listen to her. Like, why you listen to her? Well, I mean, if you smelled better, maybe she wouldn't have to listen. But yeah, it just, hey, you a player type thing. Fragrance number 3, man, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It smells like a candy store. I mean, it's good, but too much for a date. It's too much for a date. You know what I'm saying? That's something, once again, you wear if you're hanging out with the boys. I mean, but for a date, red flag. I'm telling you, red flag. I get it. These fragrances smell good, but they also smell like a guy who still takes vodka shots. I mean, you're ordering Long Island iced teas and call every woman, hey, shawty. Hey, shawty, come in, shawty. That's like an Atlanta thing. Hey, shawty. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure a lot of y'all guys don't talk like that, but that's some of the vibes that, these women are getting, right? And that's not what we want. Now, y'all be honest. Who's guilty of wearing Eros? That's okay. Go ahead and put the little finger in the chat. I probably won't even expose you, but it's okay. Or 1 million on a date. On a date now, I'm not saying you can't wear these fragrances, okay? I'm saying for a date, man, they're going to be red flags for a first time date. If you hanging out, with your boys or you're going out, shopping or something, ain't nothing wrong with wearing these. But if you are hunting, right? If you on a date, you're hunting, right? Don't do this. Don't do this. Would you rather smell too strong or too weak? I would like to know what you guys think. I really want to know what you guys think. All right, fragrance red flag number 2. This is the overpriced status flex. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I see this too many times. I even see it in like on Facebook. People, oh, yo, I paid this much for my fragrance. I got this. I spent such amount of dollars. I'm like, bro. Fragrances that smell, these are fragrances that smell good, but in reality, they just say, I'm trying too hard. That's what the women, that's what women see. Like, boy, you trying too hard. And I'm gonna be honest. Creed Aventus is one of them. You can say, well, Rod, how can you say that? You just praise Creed Aventus. I mean, because I ain't got to try hard. I wear Creed Aventus boldly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like Creed Aventus because I like Creed Aventus, right? I mean, it's legendary. Yeah, but, a lot of women have smelled it too many times on too many dudes already. So once again, first date, be careful how you wear it. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, Creed Aventus Absolute. Now that's a little different. But Creed Aventus by itself for a first date, I would definitely layer it with something else. You know what I'm saying? Don't just because she gonna be like, yo, my ex had this, and he was a no good lying cheating whore. We don't want that, right? You already disqualified, even though you smell good. But she gonna see that you're wearing Creed, or you smell, because remember, scents create memories. You smell like her ex boyfriend who she couldn't stand, and now she's like, I don't want you. So yeah, I would definitely, and I'm a fan of Creed Aventus, but for a first date, I definitely layer it with something else. And here's another one. Clive Christian #1. Yep, I said it. Oh, wait a minute, Rod. I spent a lot of money. Exactly, because you're trying to flex status. You're trying too hard. It's rich, it's luxurious. Nobody's down in that. But guess what? It often comes across as too much. Telling you how women think. You remember the movie What Women Want? I'm telling you, man, it's a universal question. Like, what do you want? Well, I can tell you now, they don't want a man that's just coming across as too much. All right, you got to have just the right amount. And Clive Christian #1, I get it. I'm not saying it don't smell, rich and luxurious, but gonna come too much. That's how they're gonna say it. Too much. The next one is gonna be Bond #9, Wall Street. It's a great scent. I know. Wait a minute, Rob. But yeah, it's a great scent, but it smells more like a finance bro flex than romance. I mean, if that's your angle, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna win you with money. You know what I'm saying? Smelling like money. I'm gonna win. All right, then you probably gonna get a gold digger. Remember that song, Gold Digging Girls Driving Me? Y'all remember that song? That's what you probably gonna get. Because she gonna be like, oh yeah, oh girl, baby, let me tell you something, girl. He smelled like he got money. And I'm going, I ain't gonna be broke again. You hear me, girl? I am gonna get what I want. Now you done got you a gold digger, all because you trying to flex too hard. You wear your Bond #9 after she done proved to you, hey, I'm your ride or die. Now, yeah, you good. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but yeah, for first date, nah, don't do that, man. You're trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? You trying to flex. It's you're supposed to be romantic, right? I get it. Creed Adventures, like I say, is a beast. Nobody's denying that. But come on, gentlemen. If you're still using it as your go-to date night in 2025, then we got to involve. Like I say, I love Aventus. I'm not disrespecting it. But if it's going to be a first date type thing, well, layer it, because you don't want to take no chances of her saying, you remind me of him. We don't want that, right? Every dude who stepped into a luxury fragrance store, man, has owned a bottle of Aventus. I mean, let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with having it, but you want to make sure if it's a first date, you layer it. That way she's like, dang, he smelled good, but he smelled different. I like being different. That's me. All right. So, I mean, let's just say this. Put it away. Imagine this, right? She's expecting you to bring something different. She wants to be pleasantly surprised, not reminded of the last five guys she dated. So that's what it's about, making an impression. So, gentlemen, is Aventus still elite? Or is it played out? Like I say, is it played out? And then what's a status symbol? Fragrance that's actually not worth the price. I still say Clive Christian. I'm just not I'm not a fan of it. I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, Clive Christian is." I'm like, it smell like an old man. Maybe when I'm 80, I can. Hey, baby, I got some Clive Christian. Come over here and give me some Clive Christian. But right now, All right, y'all. Fragrance red flag #3. Mentioning the old man syndrome. These are fragrances that make you smell like you borrowed your grandfather's cologne. Now, my grandfather's he's dead, and I wouldn't want to wear anything that he wore from back in the day, right? So, what are some of these colognes? Let me see. Chanel Antilles. Oh gosh, it's smoky, it's leathery, typical old man, but it feels outdated for a date. Don't do that. If your daddy Say, hey, boy, you going on this date with this girl, boy? I got a good fragrance for you, boy. Be like, what's that, pops? Yeah, boy. Look, let me tell you something, boy. When I met your mama, boy. When I met your mama, boy, this is what I put on, boy. I put on that Chanel Antilles, boy, had your mama all up on me, boy. Hey, boy, I be like, nah, pops, I'm good. Nah, pops, I'm good. That was the 70s, the 80s. We good now. It's leathery. If you like leathery, I mean, okay, but it's like a different type of leather. It's like that old leather. The old leather you find in an old briefcase. It's just sitting in there. That's what that smell like. You don't want that, y'all. Once again, Clive Christian X. I told you, Clive Christian X for men, y'all. It's just like an old man. It's luxurious, yeah, but it smells too mature. I'm telling you, like old school royalty. It's like something the king would wear. King Charles. I can imagine him wearing some Clive Christian. It's just what you give me. Oh yeah, but at least hey, he's royalty. Hey, I know ain't nobody saying it's not. A quality scent. It's just it's too old smelling for me. Once again, when I get 80, hey, maybe I get some of that Clive Christian and I'll be talking to my grands about it. Boy, let me tell you about this Clive Christian. And then the last one is Paco Rabanne, Pour Home. It's a classic barbershop set. Y'all know it. Y'all know I'm right. I mean, it don't scream sexy. Don't wear that. If you trying to be sexy, you better not put on no Paco Rabanne Pour Home. Man, please. You'll be like, oh no, boy, you smell like my daddy. And I like my daddy, but I don't want to date my daddy. I mean, come on, man. That's not what we want. Don't get me wrong. I respect the classics. I do. But some of y'all walking around smelling like an old money banker from 1985. Vintage scents have their place. But on a date night in 2025, it ain't worth it. I'm trying to warn y'all. Imagine she leaning in to smell you, and instead of thinking, wow, he smells so sexy, she thinking, wow, he smells like my dad aftershave. That's horrible. She'd be like, I'm good. I'm good. So who's guilty? Who's guilty of rocking an old school cologne? And what was your reaction? Y'all let me know in the comments because I want to know. I want to read them. Now I want to just shake my head and say, Well, now what did we learn? What did we learn? And also, what's the oldest fragrance in your collection? Now don't get me wrong. If something mature over time, I mean, hey, it matured over time. I'm not telling you to ditch your old collection, but we're talking about on a first date. Okay, you got to be up with times. Kind of like technology. Technology changes so quick. You have to be up with technology. Scents are the same way. You want to be up with the scents, right? So listen. Hopefully, I just saved some of y'all from complete date night disasters. But like I say, next week, man, I'm gonna talk about some of the biggest fragrance scams out there, and I'm gonna be breaking down colognes that are charging, like I say, too much money for no reason. The ones that people like to flex but aren't actually worth it. I'm like, yo, that's not even worth it, bro. You talking about spending $500 on this cologne, and it ain't worth it. And trust me, some of y'all favorites gonna be on that list too. So please, man, please, please, please. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and please let me know your flex, or let me know what some of these fragrances you have worn that didn't get the reaction that you thought. My man say for me it was Sauvage or Oud Wood. I love it, but most hate it. I agree. I could see Sauvage because once again, everybody and their mother has Sauvage, right? I was at an event where it was probably 400 people, and I could smell Sauvage from a distance out of all those people. And when I found the guy wearing Sauvage, I'm like, bro, you wearing Sauvage? Yeah, man, I'm wearing Sauvage, bro. Not only did you have too much on, that's one reason, but it's just a scent that everybody know. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Sauvage is still the king of sales. I mean, it sells, but not on a first date, y'all, because more than likely her ex wore Sauvage, and he's an ex for a reason. We're not. You're not trying to be an ex, right? You're trying to get her to be your boo thing. right? So yeah, man, I agree. Savage. Oud wood is another one. Oud wood has, it's a weird smell that a lot of people, a lot of women, have to become accumulated to. Something they learn to grow to. First date, nope. I wouldn't do no oud wood. Nope, nope, nope. But yeah, definitely, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, Savage is, and I'm gonna tell you another one. Blue Day Chanel. Blue Day Chanel is coming. I mean, they're good scents, but I have Blue Day Chanel. I probably sprayed it. I may have sprayed 10 sprays. I have it because it's in my collection, but not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. I think it's overly. I just think it's too common. That's not what you want. Remember, you're trying to make a statement. It's a first date. You want to make a statement. I ain't trying to just be common, right? Nah, I ain't trying to be your ex. I'm trying to be your next. I like that. That's a Kendrick Lamar. Maybe you could put that in a bar. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm messing with y'all, man. But hey, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Also, check out, if you're new here, check out some of my videos on my channel. I have a lot of different topics, discussions, and I think there's some pointers on there you actually, will find helpful. So check them out. And if you haven't, subscribe, stay up to date with what I post, because I'm always dropping some heavy hitters, right? So also stay tuned for what's coming out this week. I'm gonna be dropping a video, and it's gonna be involving Louis Vuitton. What's going on, my man, Mr. Kelvin? Good evening. I'm late, but I'm here. Well, my brother, you definitely gonna have to catch this rewind, my brother, because we are to the tail end, but I think you will like it. And I appreciate you joining in. But definitely, I always leave my videos up because I know a lot of you guys like to watch them. So watch it and continue to comment, because I will engage with the chat. But on pretty much just a quick summary, I pretty much discussed some fragrances that if you're trying to win a woman on the first date, some of these fragrances you want to wear, and some of them you want to run far away from. So definitely check the replay out. I think you're gonna. Hopefully you're not on that list though. So, but yeah, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. And remember, man, every Monday at 8:00, I'm trying to do this EST time. If you guys are interested in joining me on one of these sessions, just feel free to comment here. Leave a comment on the video, and I will reach out to you. All right. So, man, I appreciate you guys hanging in with me. Mr. Kelvin, I appreciate you coming in. Definitely check out the replay. And as always, y'all, stay bold and stay fresh, man. I will see y'all next week, but check out the videos. I will have a new video coming out this week, so make sure you get notified, because you don't want to miss it. All right, y'all. So I will see y'all on the upside. Y'all stay bold and stay fresh.